Go.
Hey guys, I'm Wyatt,
I'm Paul. And I'm Juan.
and today we're going to learn how to perform the RDL. Do any of you guys know what the RDL is? Raise your hand. Yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you guys. Alright, so basically the RDL, or the Romanian deadlift, is a lower body strengthening exercise for massive hamstring and glute gains.
That's a great view.
The RDL is essentially an exercise focused on using the hips to generate power from the posterior chain. So right here you see Paul doing a perfect demonstration of the RDL, and that's what you don't want to do. The RDL is used by athletes, weightlifters, and your everyday gym goer for increasing lower body muscle mass, strength, and power. And the RDL is also used in physical therapy clinics as a strengthening rehab exercise.
Alright, so we've given you the RDL criteria sheet. So what you're going to want to do is really read this sheet and, master the art of the RDL. Although you won't be doing it right now, you'll just be reading it and making sure you know what to do. So this is going to be your bread and butter. This is where you guys are going to want to stick with. So we'll give you guys 3 minutes to really read this sheet and make sure you guys know what you guys will be doing.
Once you guys read it over once, just keep reading it over. You really want the information on the sheet to stick.
Alright, I'm sure most of you have read it over twice. So I'm going to read the steps again, and I'm going to have Paul demonstrate what an RDL looks like. So step 1, begin with your feet shoulder width apart with a slight bend in the knees. You will keep this bend throughout the movement. Step 2, begin by pushing your butt back towards the wall. Step 3, while pushing your butt towards the wall, allow your upper body to slowly fall. Throughout the movement, maintain a flat back with no curve so that an object can rest on it like a table. Once you feel a stretch towards the bottom of your movement, begin to make your way back up. Squeeze your glutes like you're holding a pencil in between. Step 5, drive your hips forward away from the wall. So now that you guys have really digested this RDL criteria sheet, we're going to go outside, and for the first 2 minutes we'll let you guys freely try the RDL and just perform it and try it for 2 minutes. So we'll head outside now.
Everybody get a partner and bring your phones.
Yeah.
I didn't think
the wall? Yeah, perfect. To like help you.
Wanna walk through first? Or we'll do it together? Let's, I don't know.
Square.
Tell me if I've been like that. I bring my board way too long. Am I We're nailed. Well, I did them yesterday. I didn't really bring them yesterday.
There you go. Shoulder width apart.
It's like.
Wait, okay, I feel like I don't.
Alright guys, so if I can get your attention, now that you guys have been able to kind of like feel it out a little bit, now with your partner, one partner is going to perform the movement and then the other is going to record it. And then you want to use this recording and then look back to the criteria sheet that we gave you and make adjustments as you may. So make sure both partners are able to get a video and then review it.
I don't care. I'm so sore. I can't do it. That's okay. I think I'm good. Nice. I'm wearing those sweats and everything. Beautiful. Okay, nice. Nice. Flat back.
Do you guys have any questions? You guys are free to ask.
Okay.
But keeping your back straight.
I don't really practice. I don't know what happened.
No, you're not square. I feel like a little.
That's right. How far am I going down? You kind of pretend. I don't know what you're like.
So once you
Yeah, so we don't keep bending your knees are just slightly bent. Yeah, sorry.
Way more flexible.
Well, I didn't try to do well, not really. Oh,
Okay, no
let's
question.
let's go. I just really like. Selling tickets is a hard market. You know, like, ideally you're shooting. You have to do a lot of marketing.
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
How did my joke?
A lot of people think I'm
Did I get? I didn't get that.
We go get one.
That's what I was like. Oh my God, we were in the I'm like, you make scary those up here. I think we did that today. I have to juggle Tyson's
Oh, yeah, we can.
here. Great. And I have lost it.
Thank you so much.
It's literally this area.
Oh my God, I told you yesterday. It was really sad. I'm sorry, you tried to feed it your banana. I tried to feed it. I thought it would help. I killed it.
Let's go.
Alright guys, so the goal should be to be able to accomplish 10 RDLs in a row.
Okay.
I literally.
Where do you do it without weights?
As, like, you pretty much.
That's what I turned in, right?
Yes, we did. Okay, you guys can just do the recordings so you guys see more.
Great, lovely. Thank you so much.
Yes.
When you're doing it, you don't have to go. You're going until you finish.
Good. We gave ourselves like
Also, how hard without weights. I'm feeling
we did it for twice. We recorded like 3 times.
When I do it.
That's all you need to see. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't think my mom's. You want to see a silly thing? Oh. I know, sometimes it's like, yeah.
You guys want to learn the single leg RDL?
Yeah.
Show us. We're gonna have the same concept. You're gonna choose your leg, slight bend. As far as you can.
You keep your legs straight.
Yeah. You want to keep it straight.
I love that.
If there's a slight bend.
She's like dancer here. Yeah. Do me where this comes in.
Yeah. Flat back still. And keeping the hips square to the ground.
Do you guys feel like you guys have it down?
Yeah.
Now with that.
Oh.
You guys can feel each other too. Let's see what other things you do.
Oh, pistol shots are terrible.
I guess we're gonna find out. Ready?
Oh, you're going.
I'm yeah, on it. Yeah.
Thank you. You guys learn the single leg RDL?
Wow. Thank you. I'd love to.
Okay. So we're gonna do the same thing. Basic concept of hinging. So we're gonna go on one leg,
Can we learn the
straight down,
Oh, I know. Yes.
go as far as until you feel stretched.
I did really good yesterday, so this is like brutal. I'm doing it today.
You ever do RDLs?
And then just also like, oh my
No, we
god.
got this.
Oh, she's doing it.
No.
I just like
Wow.
Do it again.
You guys want to film each other?
And it was a good game you guys did too, and I was just like, I think I just got the only one. But you know what? We won.
So
We
good.
won. Second place. You guys have to.
They play well.
Which one did I do?
You're actually already mastered it on your
Were you guys able to videotape this?
Yes.
What are some cues you can give us that let us know that we're doing it right? So rather than like feeling the stretch, what is something that we can think of like, oh, well, if my position is this, then I'm doing it right.
Were you guys able to go through the criteria? Go step by step with everything? Yeah, I would recommend that.
Just whatever the paper says. I think.
Single leg on the paper though.
So. You wanna do 27 or 40? I'm okay, I don't know. 14. Alright. Ready?
So if we can get everyone to come back around over here, bring everything.
Oh yeah. Oh, why do you look
Let Judy come to the other side, you
Okay.
guys.
Alright, so that was the self-check style, and the defining characteristic of this is performing a task and engaging in self-assessment guided by a specific teacher or provided criteria. And the role of the teacher is to make the subject matter criteria and provide logistical decisions. And the role as the learner is to work independently and check their own performances. So that's why we had you guys film each other and kind of dissect on what you guys could have improved upon. So this teaching style highlights two dimensions. One is individual practice and the next is self-assessment. The visibility of performance and information is provided to the learners about the final outcomes and their ability to perform the exercise. And examples of this in like everyday life can be in skateboarding, surfing, like you perform the trick or you don't. Juggling, like we just did, you were able to juggle or you weren't. And bowling, you can hit the pins or you can't. And these activities are provided with instant feedback on whether you were able to perform the exercise or not.
So the anatomy of the self-check style. This style stems from the reciprocal style, but differs from the style of feedback from peers to self-evaluation. The teacher role would be they'd make all decisions in the pre-impact stage. This being the criteria, subject matter, and logistics. And the learner's role would be to assess the impact and post-impact stage. This is assessing their own performance and referring to the criteria provided.
Yeah, and then the implementation of the self-check style. So this new behavior of teaching shifts the focus of a student relying on a teacher to more of shifting the focus to their own independent practice. This teaching style isn't really for everyone. It's not for like a beginning learner or anything. But basically the teacher creates learning objectives and criteria for the learner. The teacher lays out and describes the task to be performed. The learner takes time to understand criteria. The learner then disperses to try out the activity. The learner will constantly check the criteria given to them from the teacher. And then if the learner is struggling, the teacher is able to ask questions such as, so these questions could be, and I think some of you may have gotten it from me, like what are you struggling with? Where do you feel like the breakdown is happening in the activity? And then like what is happening in your own mind. Language in this teaching style is like super important because this could be a leading factor into whether the student takes accountability into their own learning or if they just give up in frustration. And then of course the learner will continue.
Yeah, and to wrap up, we're just going to go over the objective, and it was the teacher values the learner's independence and ability to self-monitor. So that's why we had you guys film each other and review that. And the learner can work privately and can use self-check as feedback to improve, identify his or her own limitations. Thank you.